Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we finally got a dimension for Draconium. The problem is it's super expensive to make, so we upgraded some power and all that kind of fun stuff. So we have a whole bunch of resonant energy cells and they're all pretty much full. This guy is full. This guy is full. Solar panel is getting close to being full. So a lot of stuff. We need to get a lot more power to power that dimension so that we can start getting into Draconic evolution a little bit more properly. Draconic evolution is easily Draconic evolution is easily one of the strongest mods in this pack. It's overpowered. Between episodes, I went ahead and moved these guys, like I said I was. I also had to move the elevators to center it up a little bit better, but that wasn't a big deal. And I didn't really do too much else. I did work on some of the seeds for the farm. I have sheep, cow, and chicken. Pig seeds are a little bit more of a challenge, so let's fix that. Let's grab a safari net. So I have skeleton and pink slime. I want to go ahead and get a chest, and we're gonna put said chest over here. Actually, we don't even need it. We can just put them in here. Wait, no, those go into the system. Never mind. We do need another chest. I forgot. So safari nets. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start collecting some guys over here. So pink slime, the skeletons are going to be useful fairly soon. We're going to work on that today as well. I would like a cable facade if I could. And a redstone conduit. I don't know which one I'll need. Let's just take the insulated. We only need one. We're going to need a lever. And we're going to work on getting something interesting today. A couple of interesting things that's going to help us for different reasons. I will explain as we get there. Facade. That's the other thing we needed. And is this still cobblestone? Yep. I'll take a second. So if we want to get the pig seeds, we need more pork chops. I don't have any pork chops, so let's fix that. The first thing I want to do is I want to break this guy. I want to put that there. We're going to tell that white in out. And we'll put the conduit facade there. And I believe this guy will allow me to maybe not. So let's, can I left click or anything? No. That should be fine. Doesn't really matter. But the main thing is I want something to be able to turn this guy off. There we go. And I just want to make sure that it's going to connect with the wire rather than just using vanilla Minecraft mechanics, just to be safe. So why did I do that? Well, because we're going to use a safari net to capture a pig so that we can get more pig product. And today's episode is going to be a little bit of a mixture of things. We're not going to be doing any more magic today. What the plan is we're going to work on getting seeds. And we're also going to work on dealing with all of these enchanted things so that I can start cleaning up the AE system. So pig seeds. Pig seeds are the problem. If we want pork chops, there's two ways we could get it. Other than pig essence, which I considered. Basically, I'd have to do this 20 times. I'd have to get 80 pig essence to get this. Otherwise, we could make raw pork chops with a question mark, which is rotten flesh and mutandis. And then we do that with mutandis again, we get raw pork chops. Or we could just kill pigs. Now I consider going through, what I did for the cows, by the way, is I went through the Minicio dimension and just killed any cow I came across. I think with pigs, we're going to do a little bit of pig bait. So 2 carrots. That is pretty easy. I did those with cows as well. I considered doing what I'm about to do with cows, but I didn't. Oh, no. Give me my carrots back. We'll make some pig bait. We just come over here. We get out of the range, and a pig will spawn. It's a really neat way to get more animals. Now this is something we're going to use later for the moo fluid cows. So it can take a little bit, but usually it doesn't take too long for a pig to spawn. So we can look at the other things I want to work on. So we also need to make a whole bunch of transfer node energies. That won't be too bad. We have the QED and all that fun stuff, so it's just going to be a matter of actually making it. The carrots are still there. So let's see, transfer nodes. I feel like I should teach it how to make these, but we're gonna need 7. Alright, that is, wait, no, 7 times 4, so we're gonna need 28. That, right? I think, oh wow, we had exactly enough. So 28 of those, we're gonna need some gold. 28 of that. And then we're also going to need the breath first search, I think. Yeah, we're gonna need 7 of these. So let's see. Cool, we have just enough stuff. We just fly over here. We have our pig. I see him on the mini-map. And we'll let that go. And we'll get a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a baby pig. That's okay. We'll capture them. And honestly, we're going to spawn another. I want to turn this off. We're going to pop in here. And we'll tell it to go ahead and start spawning. And what I want to do is once this gets... It has a redstone signal. It should not have a redstone signal. I thought I fixed that. Let's fly down here and see what's going on. I thought I got that to work. Let's get a Yeta wrench. And we'll see. So that is getting a redstone signal. I wonder if it's getting it from this guy, which makes me... Oh, how do I... Shift left click. There we go. Let's turn the strong signal off. I wonder if that is the issue. So neither of them are working. Now if we turn that off, is this guy working? He is. Okay, that was the issue. Don't do strong signal. Sorry. My mistake. Alright, let's switch these out so we have a big pig. And I'm going to just turn this on. Actually, I'm not even going to turn that on. We're going to just let this go. And that'll kill some piggies for us. And we can just throw that in there. It'll go to the AE system. And let's get some pork chops from that. And while we're waiting, we'll get some other stuff. So we'll get all of these guys going, and we have the ender generators. We have 8 of them now of the times 8. So let's pick this guy up, and now we need to make this guy, the hyper energy transfer nodes. We need 4 more transfer nodes energy, so we need 4 more of these guys. So it's one of these, and then I need more redstone. More redstone blocks. Let's get a stack. The system knows how to change them back, so redstone is something that I am running out of a lot. So there we go. That is what we need. So we need 4 of those. We need transfer nodes, which means we need transfer pipes, which what's gonna be the easiest? You know, aluminum. I have so much. Let's do that, and then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then gold. We'll get 16 as well, and then we're gonna need 1 ingot of bedrockium, which I have basically infinite of because we have the liquid bedrockium world. So not much of a issue for that. So let's just grab bedrockium, and I also want to see, can we make 20 of these yet? We can. So as soon as we're done with this, we can go ahead and turn the pigs off, and we'll start working on something else. So this is all kind of just to get power for the Draconium, plus I want to get all the farm stuff up and running. And one of the other farm things that I want to try to get is wither skulls. We need a lot of wither skeleton skulls in order to make the wither skeleton seeds, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just one of those things that it's going to require a lot of stuff. Also, there's pork chops in here for some reason. So let's take this guy out and put him back in there, put those in there, and we should have the hyper energy cube. Hyper energy transfer node, not cube. Hyper energy cube, yes. And we can do this. Now this has 800,000 RF. We lost that, unfortunately, but this thing is kind of amazing, so who cares? This will generate a ton of power for us. In fact, it's 64 times what 1 would do. So if we get some ender pearls, and I mean a lot of ender pearls. Now, is it better? Let's get 100 of these. I want to see which is better. Just looking in here, generates 120. Oh wow, Eyes of Enders are so much better. So let's get like, how many? Do we have any like Ender Lilies? No. So let's craft like 300 of those. It should take next to no time, and we should get them pretty quickly. So we'll come back to that. Let's get the pig seeds. Those are done. And we can put that back in there so that I can get the next seeds. Ardite, Cobalt, Diamond, and Emerald. Ugh. These are all really expensive. So let's get like the diamonds. We do have a lot of diamonds that we can process. The best way to process these, what is it? Pulverizer gives you 2. Sag mill gives you 1 with a chance of 2. I guess the pulverizer. So diamond seeds. How many of these can we make? Just as is. I want to see. We do need all 20. Let's come down here, and we're going to pulverize all these diamonds. And I just want to see how much stuff it requires. So it only requires 80 diamonds. 81's VCO. Wow, we can actually do that. So, cool. We'll have the diamond seeds. That is really awesome. Next would be the emerald seeds. So emerald, we have plenty of emeralds. And I bet we could do that. So let's get the ender eyes first. And then emeralds. Can we do 20 of these? We're missing 4 VCO. So I'm going to have to farm up a lot more VCO. That doesn't take that long, but it is a little bit of annoyance. I'm going to need a lot more because the Ardite and Cobalt also require... No. The Cobalt might, but this is going to produce 2,000 RF per tick. So let's go ahead and throw this guy in here and just see. This is going to take forever, but it shouldn't drain our systems all that bad. Oh no, it's draining our systems pretty bad. So I'm going to let that go for a little bit. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get some of the other stuff that I want. So one of the big things I want to deal with is all of these enchanted things. Now, books are a bit of a pain to make, unless you have leather. Well, we have leather. Paper, don't I have an autocraft on that? Yes. So I want to teach the system how to make books. So books are made like so. And we should probably teach it leather as well. And leather is made like so. We don't have any cow essence though. But luckily we have all 4 of these. And you know what? Let's put the passive mobs into the system already. This is keeping up fairly well. How far along is it? 6%. God, that is so much power. We're going to have to upgrade our power even more. So let's get books. And we're also going to want to get... honestly, if I can get like 8 of those, we could do pretty good. So we're going to want to get Shiny Hoe. We'll grab all of these guys. And I'll have to remember to mark them off when I'm done recording this episode. So how are these all doing? They are all doing fine. I realize I need the other stuff as well. So I need item and energy conduits. This is draining pretty quickly. Alright, so I just need to keep an eye on that. So conduits. I need energy conduits and item conduits. I also need a farming station and double layer capacitor. So that'll take a moment to craft, but it shouldn't be too bad. And we should be able to get all of this up and running and start getting some cow essence. In fact, let's grab a watering can. And we're going to get a little bit of stuff. So, pretty easy to do all this. Let's do this. Put that like so. Break that. Always active. Put that in there. Put that in there. All of the seeds. Lock them. And then we just need to run power line. Which I never did just because I ran out of... I was making other things when I built this guy. So I just never made more power. Or less, I never did the power transfer part. But we just do that, and this should have power. Chicken, cow. go ahead and grow a bunch of cow, just real quick, just so we can teach the system how to make leather. I have a decent amount. There's one. That's all I need. I have a decent amount of leather in the system, but I want to make sure that there's plenty. Alright, so that guy's empty. And we're probably at like, wow, 20%. Not too bad. So let's get rid of this stuff. And we can come in here and say cow essence makes leather. That way the system knows how to make books. So why are we making books? Well, I want to make 2 items. The auto disenchanter. This guy should not be that difficult. Let's see. There we go. That is a lot easier to deal with. Now we need 2 books. We're going to need some other stuff, but what else do we need? Nether brick, machine frame, and redstone reception coil. So nether brick, I think, is something like, oh, I know you can make it with these. Machine frame, you go ahead and make that. And then the redstone reception coil. And we just make the auto disenchanter. So there is one of the 2 items I want. I also want an auto anvil. Now this requires 2 anvils, some iron gears, and basically a lot of stuff we don't have. Plastic. Can I make 3 of these? Yes. Then I'm also going to need another machine frame. I'm also going to need an anvil, or 2 actually. So make 6 iron blocks. And what else? Probably a redstone reception coil. And we have everything now. So auto anvil. We just need the iron gears, which my system doesn't know how to make. So let's just make 2. There we go. Now the auto anvil. This is also something that we're going to use just kinda because. How are we doing on this? 30%. This is probably running low on power. Something is going on with this. This is producing a decent amount, but yeah, this just takes so much energy. So let's take it out. We're 31%. We'll reinvigorate our system with more stuff, and let's get like 1,000 eye vendors. And we're gonna do something else. So I want to also get some ME glass cable. I realized last time we are low on nether quartz. So nether quartz ore is a viable thing to use for this. Pulverizer. Or with some soul sand you get blocks of quartz, but pulverizer is going to be the best. Which is usually the case anyway, so just come over here and pulverize that. So what I want to do, so one, we're going to hook this stuff up, these 2 guys down here somewhere, like so or something. And what I want to do is we're going to run, I want to run cable over here. Because I want to put an import bus on this guy. Yeah, I think that would be best. So let's, this is going to be really bad wiring, but oh well. And while we're at it, let's make a stop at these guys. So let's actually come across like this. And I want something like this, and this is how we're going to connect everything. So I need just a bunch of ME glass cable. Let's get like 100. Yeah, that'll work. And then we're also going to want an import bus, and no, is it import bus? We're going to want an export bus. And a crafting card wouldn't be bad either. So that should be pretty easy to make. We just need a crafting table. And then we're also going to want an eye of ender. Because we're going to basically make it so that I can immediately import and export. Actually, immediately export from the system into the generator all of the eyes of enders we could ever want. So that is going to be kind of key. So I need an export bus. I had to think about that, and that's not too bad to make. So we should have everything we need. What we can do is we put the export bus on here. The device is offline because of the nature. And I will let that all go. We don't need this guy anymore. And then all we have to do is just kind of make this go over here. So let's just do one of these. Cool. And then around wiring. It's messy because of this, but oh well. That'll work. So once we hook this line up, honestly, to this guy, shouldn't have a problem. And just bring this all the way across. Really should just do this. Let's see, this is going to be here, because I'm going to make this symmetrical. And it should be like, so if those are there, it should be right here. I think, yeah, that works. And then what we can do is just raise this up. And get rid of all of this. And yeah, that works. So we just bring this across and we'll be good to go. So this should be active. And now it's going to try to add as many things as it can to the system. And then as we get more, I can put that into a chest and then just distribute it. It'll work just the same. So we can put this stuff away. We're going to need a little bit more cables. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to need to get, let's get another ender chest. Not ender chest, another ender tank. Is it on the next page? Why am I blind? There it is. So what are we missing? Wool and a cauldron. Alright. There is the cauldron. And wool is also easy to make. So we only need one. And we're going to get whatever color dye. Green, black, green. That is our essence. Because those machines require essence to work. We're also going to want some energy conduits. So green, black, green. Ink sac. So if we just pop down over here, we're gonna put this guy like right here. Tell it, hey, green, black, green, and I realize that that's not gonna work. So let's get green, 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 and we'll get another ender chest. So, or ender tank rather. So we'll get another cauldron. We'll get another piece of wool, and then we'll get some more green, and we'll do 3 greens. And what we'll do is we'll get pressurized fluid conduit. Should be more than enough. Green. We just need 4. And what we can do is we can just come over here to this guy. We'll set this here. We'll label it green, green, green. Give it a pressurized fluid conduit. And tell this extract always active. That way it will fill up a tank that we can then use down here. So we'll just change this to green, 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 and now it's full. So these guys require a couple of different things. They require energy, and they... Oh, I thought the disenchanter... Okay, so it's the auto anvil that requires the essence. So we'll just do this, and extract always active fills that up with essence. This guy does not need essence. Repeat yes. Then we're gonna want basically to run a cable down here, and we're going to import, or export rather, all of the books that we need. So we'll need another crafting card, which should not be an issue. But these guys will get power. And I'm going to probably do this mostly manually, but if we come up here, you know what, I want to keep that export bus. We're going to need another export bus. And that requires, which one is it? Formation core. So make a formation core. And the whole purpose of this is just to export books. And I want to get a crafting card. So we're going to need a crafting table, as well as the basic card, which I don't know if the system knows how to make. No. Alright, so I need a calculation processor. Just take a second. But the whole point of this is just to get all of the stuff off of the enchanted items, and then we're going to repair them automatically with essence. That way we can get more stuff. So we're going to take chests, and I also want an import bus, I realize, which I already have, and I think I'm going to need a fuzzy card, which requires wool. I think I'm going to need this. I only need like 1 chest. Actually, let's get like 3. Alright, so, and the last thing I need is a book. Let's craft a book. So what we're going to do is we're going to head downstairs. We're going to put import bus. No, not import bus. Export bus. export bus. We're going to tell it export books, crafting card. And hopefully it's smart enough to put them where they belong. Now, the next thing is we're going to want a chest here. And a chest here. And then we're going to want another chest here. Actually, no. We'll put it... I'm making this up as I go, by the way. We'll put it there. Now, I also want item conduits, but we're going to take an import bus. And we're going to put a fuzzy card. Match any. I think that'll work. And we're going to need a couple of the item conduits. Plus an enchanted book. Doesn't matter which kind. So item conduits, I think this will work. I don't actually know. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So let's get this. So we're going to have this guy be in out. Insert on green, extract on brown, always active. And oh, I hate this. There we go. We can just peek at that one. Insert on brown. And then this one is extract on green, always active. So it should not get rid of any of the books. And I think I just want to do an import. That's going to probably be the best. I don't think I need the fuzzy card after I think about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull this stuff. Like so. We actually don't need that one. So we're going to do something similar here. We're going to make this insert on brown. We're going to make this in out, insert on green, extract on brown, always active, and that's going to be extract on green, always active. So repair only. That's what I want that set to. I want that set to repeat. Alright, so now what we should be able to do is I throw this stuff in here because it doesn't actually matter. I realize. Let's get a bunch of enchanted bows. What we're going to do is... Actually, I'm trying to think. This could be a little bit more elegant. Because I could hook up filters and put... I think I want to do that. So let's actually do exactly that. Let's get some filters and some more item conduits. So item conduit. We're gonna need an item filter. I think we're gonna need the advanced, but we can see. Let's see, paper. Let's make 4 of these. And we're going to want that book again. So what we should be able to do, and this is going to be kind of weird, we're going to make it so that this extract on brown, ignore metadata, whitelist enchanted books. I believe that will work. And then only enchanted books are going to come here. And what we can do is put this here, do extract, always active, insert, and this should work. So what we should see is we put a bow in here. It's going to go through this. It's going to get the power off of this guy, and we should see the book go in here and get exported, and then the bow go in there and get repaired. So, or imported rather. So, let's see. Bow go in here? It did. And the book did not go out. So I think I need the advanced item filter. Let's... because then it went out. Let's see. Item filter. Advanced item filter. Requires a Z logic controller and some redstone and paper. So luckily we have most of the stuff on autocraft. We can also just go ahead and clear that. And paper 4. And then advanced item filter. So once we get the logic controller, which it's crafting and it's crafted, this should be all we need to do. So let's get that book, one of these enchanted books, and we'll try this again. I couldn't remember if it was metadata. I think metadata is damage values. I don't honestly remember. So on the extract, advanced item filter, MBT, that is what it is. Whitelist, just ignore everything. So now if we put this guy in here, what we should see is it's going to do its work. It takes a while. It will put the bow in here and we'll try to repair the bow. And then basically I'm going to do this for everything that comes in. I'm going to import all the bows, I'm going to import all the armor, all that fun stuff, just to get a bunch of enchanted books. And that's pretty much just going to be the way I get a lot of stuff. So what we should see is the book should be pulled out, put in there, and then transferred. That should... so 96. Let's put another one in. Actually, let's not put that one in. Put that one in. I just want to make sure the bows aren't coming in here as well, which they shouldn't. It's whitelisted. The bow should come in here. This is at 96. And then that's for any other bows or whatever that we get. So, and then presumably once this is done repairing, it will give me what I want. Alright, so I don't know where the bows are going. They should be going in there, and then... I don't know. Well, let's fly up here. This is full of enchanted bows. I have... oh, wait. I think taking the enchantment sometimes breaks the item. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me too much. But we can do that, and this will kind of do its job. So, yeah, I think it's breaking the item when it takes the enchantments off. But this should be a nice, easy way to get a bunch of enchanted books, which is going to allow us to do a bunch of different things, including one that I want to do right now, and that is some magical wood. So, I'm trying to think of everything I wanted to do this episode. Let's sleep. I wanted to make the system downstairs, the auto enchanter, auto disenchanter, auto anvil, and basically we can get all of this stuff taken care of. We can put it all downstairs, and everything will be good. It will repeat for all of the bow enchantments if it can, all that kind of fun stuff. So this should be almost done with bows. And yeah, I want match any durability. So the last thing I want to do is I want to make an item to get wither skeleton skulls really easy. So we're going to need a cleaver. Now we have a cleaver, but it has a really bad chance of beheading. We're going to make a better one. So let's get some magical wood. Or not. Actually, I already have a cleaver, so you know what? Does this have any... It does not have any more modifiers, unfortunately. We could... Let's see. We could switch some of the items. So let's get a... Alright, let's get a bookshelf. What kind of book... Ooh, I don't like that we're using great wood. Yeah, let's get a bunch of this kind of wood. But let's go ahead and grab... We're missing stuff. Unfortunately, books are a little bit of a premium. So you know what? I think this might be good enough. So I'm not going to worry about that. I will do most of that off camera. So let's take a look real quick, just to kind of finish up the episode, at our quest book, our achievement book. We have all of Wood Age done, all of Stone Age done. Farming Age, we only have one more thing. We need growth pulsars. So let's take a look at how bad those are to make. And if we can make one, and we'll throw it on there for whatever reason. Oh, it's actually super simple to make. So we need 4 Minicio blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should be able to make the growth pulsars. Now these aren't very effective, I don't believe. But basically what you do is, I believe you just put them underneath the crop and it grows faster. But, oh well. There we go. We used a growth pulsar to increase speed. Works for me. So, I'm actually going to get rid of that. I don't want that there. Takes a while to break. Even when you're standing. I have a really good pickaxe too, so that's a little bit of a shock. So, there's that. Let's take a look. There's something else that I want to work towards, and I kind of want to show off real quick. I want to make the mob grinder. This is something that's going to be important. It is going to require nether stars and a decent amount of draconium, which we should have a good bit. We have some draconium ingots. We have draconium. So I could honestly teach. I'll probably teach the system how to make draconium ingots. But the generator is really cheap, except for it's going to take a little bit more draconium and diamonds. So the mob grinder is something that I'm going to want to make because it's going to allow us to automate the wither. Now there's a couple things that we're going to want to do before that. Namely, we're going to want wither skeletons, seeds, which that will give us wither essence, which will give us wither skeleton skulls, also wither-proof blocks, which is something I want. We're going to basically make a cage. We'll use a tesseract to transfer energy kind of off in the distance, and we'll have an automated system for killing the wither. But that will come relatively soon. We're going to need a decent amount of draconium for that, and that's a bit of a problem. But last thing I want to do, we need, is it 2048? Mastery consume 2048. Can we make, let's see, can we make 2000? No. How many can we make? Can we make 500? Nope. Almost though. Wow, we have a lot of unknown dimlets as well. So I need to farm up more knowledge fragments. That will take a while, but shouldn't be too bad. I've been working on this guy as well. I haven't really got anything interesting so far, but that'll come. So This guy is completely full of energy. This guy is getting there. And this guy should be full of energy as well. We could always expand this reactor, make the max size, but that seems like a lot of work for... Honestly, they don't get a lot of power. We need 100... We need like 200,000 RF per tick. And that is going to be... That's going to be the key. So there's a lot of generators. Nether Star generators are arguably the best, but we can't really deal with that yet. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what's going to be the best thing to do power. We could always get heavy into Draconic Evolution, but that seems like a bad idea. So I'll tell you guys what. We're going to go ahead and end the episode off here. And next time, we are going to do some stuff. I don't know what yet. We'll probably... I kind of want to work... I'm going to continue working on the seeds and getting all that done. I think next I will do these guys, all of the mobs, and have that on the next 2 floors. But just kind of continue working on all of the seeds and all that fun stuff, getting all of this stuff taken care of. Like these bows we can take down here. And basically once I see that this is full of bows, bows that don't have any enchantments on them or anything, then that's when I will, you know, like, once I have bows that are completely filled, that's when I'm going to start working on getting other stuff and just kind of cleaning out all the armor in the system. Other things, do we have... We have a bunch of uncommon treasure. I think you can trade that with Pex, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll look into some other stuff. There's still plenty of things to do. We need to work more with... I guess we do need to make the maximum size reactor. Produce 10,000 RF per tick. Well, this guy is producing 128. Well, it's 124. This guy produces... Yeah, we're not there yet. Oh well. We'll get more stuff. We need to produce 1,000,000 RF per tick. That's gonna be fun. But we'll kind of work towards that and start just ramping up power and all that fun stuff and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!